like 9 years. I have been practicing yoga for 17 years. My second child is 17. I have 3 boys, and my second child is 17 years old, and I actually started with him. And I was on bed rest when I was pregnant with him, and I was actually going crazy not being able to be, being able to exercise and just take care of my body, because that's just how I am. I like to be busy. And I discovered chair yoga. And I was practicing chair yoga, and then when I went through my teacher training, they offered a chair yoga training, and I've been teaching chair yoga on and off for now like 8 years. It has carried me through office issues, like you can use it in the office, you can take it with you when you travel. If you have a hard time getting down to the floor, it's a great way to use the chair. If you have a family member or a friend that is going through a difficult pregnancy, chair yoga, you can do a lot of different things with it. And then, like I had a hip replacement too. I had a hip replacement 2 years ago when I was 45, and doTerra brought me through that, as well as chair yoga. And so I teach actively now. I'm pretty active, but some days the body talks to you, and we have to listen, right? So we have to just kind of back off and use the chair. So we're gonna try to use the chair tonight. Cecilia, good meeting. Yes. So what to expect tonight? We're gonna go through, I'm gonna touch on some of the promotions that are going on. We have a lot of amazing promotions. It's Heart Month, so I thought let's go ahead and talk about some heart, how to keep a healthy heart. That's important. We're going to touch on some of the yoga oils, because I feel like maybe you don't really know, or if you know how to use it, I love that, but sometimes they get ignored unless you feel like you're doing yoga. And then we'll close with a breathing technique. Does that sound good? Yeah? Okay. Hello everybody on Facebook Live. Is there anybody chiming in yet?
Yes, we have 3 people.
Oh, yay! Hi, Cindy. This is all your crew over here. You guys might want to say hi to Cindy at some point. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Cindy. Okay, so about the promotions, you guys, we have to talk about this real quick. So I haven't got my box of anything yet, but I love that the whole theme this month is really about immunity and respiratory health. So has anybody got their box yet? No? I know, it's like early in the month to do that. But if there's 4 different promotions. On Guard Touch, you'll receive that if you do 100 PV. I love that, on the go. And am I saying it right? Raven Sarah, is that right? Anybody know? I'm looking at Tina. Am I saying it? That's right. Jen.
We didn't know how to pronounce it. Thank you.
More of a eucalyptus. I was reading about it. More of a eucalyptus. So breathing, very cleansing. That comes with your product of the month and 125 PV.
Yeah, and it is in Breathe.
It is in Breathe. That's right. Yes. We have the Winter Protection Plan, and this is what Pat actually brought in tonight to help us out, to give us a visual. So we're going to get all of this. This is what we're getting, Pat? That's awesome. Okay. So we get the hand wash, okay, and it smells really good. If you guys haven't been able to smell that, kills germs. Great to have around. The 15 milliliter of the On Guard oil, okay, you can use that in multiple ways. And then, of course, the On Guard Touch if you're doing that 100 PV. And then this is the one that comes with the 200 too. Wow, this is great. This is for cleaning everything in your house, even laundry if you need to, or carpets. I think Tina at one time said that you can put it in your carpet steam machine, and it'll even help clean your carpets and get stains out. So there we go. Any comments or questions on that? You guys ready for that amazing promotion? And then lastly, this winter protection kit. This was just a beautiful kit because it comes with your 5 milliliter of Manuka. I mean, that's exclusive. You can't get that except for when it's just a promotion. 15 milliliter of Breathe, Copaiba, Rosemary. You're gonna get your DDR Prime soft gels, and then a pedal diffuser. Right? You guys are set. You guys are set for that winter. And it's been the weather, not only just the winter. I mean, we live in California, but in the air, right? Oh, the air here. We have to take good care of ourselves that way. Comments, questions on the promotions? Okay. because I feel like it's important that we get a little bit of this in with all of it too. So if you have a chance, or if you've ever looked at the doTerra pyramid, doTerra really wants to just treat the whole body, right? Your exercise, your sleep, your stress, and that's all very important. So I just thought, let's touch on diet. In order for us to have a great immune system, as well as great respiratory system, and just function as a whole, we need to really take care of ourselves. So it's Heart Month. It's the month of love. And if you think about, we're about to have Valentine's Day this next week, and usually we give to those that we love. But the gift you need to give to yourself too is just to stay healthy and practice just whole body wellness. So we need to take care of our diet, eat a diet high in veggies and fruits. Yep. Add those oats and that quinoa in there. Add those, add that fish, those lean proteins, your nuts, and then I said, what about your Terra greens? Yeah, Terra greens from doTerra. I've actually been using that a lot because I love to eat salad, and I'm not a great salad person in the winter, so I use my Terra greens. That's a great one. Your lifelong vitality, we definitely need that. Your probiotic, your PB Assist. Movement is important, so we're going to move our bodies a little bit. You can do simple things, take a walk, do a chair yoga class, and I've been lucky to be able to teach chair yoga at Old Town Yoga now for almost 3 years, and there is one other lady in town that I know of, and she actually is an instructor at Old Town Yoga, and she teaches at the Betty Rodriguez Library too. So if you guys want some more information about that, definitely come talk to me. Exercise helps digestion, it helps your mood, and it helps to just replenish those cells. What about sleep? Do we all get enough sleep? No, not usually. We're putting our serenity all over ourselves so we can go to sleep. Vetiver, diffusing, whatever we can get our hands on. Yeah, so we want to use our essential oils and have a sleep routine. And you need to settle down like an hour before you want to go to bed. Do we do that? Turn the phone off. We got to do that. We have to be better about that. We have to use self-discipline. So sleep is very important to just kind of recharge the mind. What about stress? How's everybody's stress level? Nobody has any stress, right? It's like laugh in the face of stress, right? We all do. Yes, we do. But if we're taking care of our diet, we're getting our sleep, we're helping our digestion, using our doTerra, getting our exercise, we're going to actually help our stress levels to keep them in check and keep in balance. And then I also like to add, reduce your sugar and your processed foods, especially if you're traveling a lot or you're on the go a lot. You want to try to bring something with you. You can make healthy things on the go and try to, right now it's all about soup for me, so I can just throw all my leftovers in a pot, throw some broth in there, and I've got a soup for the next day. The kids aren't usually always happy about that, but cook from home or bring your own stuff. So yes, so I want to actually start with this Align essential oil, and I've got 2 roller balls here. And we're going to start putting the essential oil on different parts of our body, okay? And this is just mainly like the hands and then the wrist, and then if you want it on the neck. I would do other parts like on the feet and on the forearms and stuff, but we're just going to keep it nice and easy tonight, okay? So while I pass the oil around, I'm going to talk to you about it and let you experience it, and if you don't like it, that's okay, you don't have to use it, but I wanted to share it with you, okay? So what you're gonna do is, I've got 2. I've got 1 roller ball from this side and 1 roller ball from this side. It has a florally, herbally scent, and I want you to put a little bit around in the left palm, right here, okay? This is where the heart reflexology point is, okay? And then once you get that oil in, you're just gonna start to just rub your hands together, and then you can eventually just get it. But right here in the palm area is that reflexology point for the heart. And since we're talking about heart health, the Align essential oil really kind of makes you or allows you to shift gears, okay? So if you feel like things are chaotic in your life, if you're having that moment of overwhelm, this is a great one to kind of shift your focus, okay? So once you get that oil in, rub that reflexology point, and then maybe take a moment to just inhale it. And the scent may not be like, oh, I love this. You know, for me, it's actually not that way, but the way that it makes me feel helps to change what I'm going through. I kind of think of it similar to balance, you know, like when you put balance in your hand and it helps you to kind of immediately shift from a stressful moment to just something of ease, okay? So what do we want to, what's in a line? Bergamot, geranium, basil, rose, jasmine, coriander, marjoram, peppermint. So if you are taking a yoga class, you could use this at the beginning of your practice if you've been busy and you just need to settle down. But if you want to use it throughout the day, I would say you could use it like morning. Actually, you can use it any time of day. You can use it morning or midday. You can, if you have aroma therapy bracelets or necklaces, as the ladies, if you want to wear that, it's great to just kind of keep the emotions in check. But this is the point right here, this heart point is just like, okay, I trust you. Like, you have to trust yourself. You have to think like, when you go, we don't probably say I love you to ourselves enough, but we will tonight, okay? But it's important to just acknowledge the fact that I trust you, like you trust yourself, the choices that you're gonna make, and just try to be better overall, okay? So, I want you just to sit up nice and tall, and if that chair is really close like to your table, if you can slide back at all or push your table forward, we're gonna shift around in here. This is the part where you can take off your shoes if you want to, okay? Take off your jacket. Yes, okay. Okay. Everybody have a little room. Maybe just see if you can, you know, like you're not just going to just whack your neighbor, because we will eventually be coming out this way. Hello! So we say sometimes you can stack forward or behind, right? Somebody you're right next to. Okay. So feet, it's important to bring the feet nice and flat to the floor. Okay. Sit up nice and tall. And you know what, if you just lean back in your chair, so I have some space there, okay? And just take a moment. If you want to lower your eyes to the floor, or even close your eyes, and just kind of feel this present moment. We put that essential oil on in the beginning, remembering that we trust ourselves and the choices that we will make, and yoga is really about honoring our body all the way through whatever posture we're going to take. Settling down. So sometimes when you find some stillness, you're thinking about a lot of everything else, okay? Very, very normal. So the right hand is down on the lap. Just flip the left palm open, okay? And I want you to we're gonna take 3 cleansing breaths together. And the way we do that is to inhale through the nose with a closed mouth. We'll do that together in just a second. And then it's a full deep exhale through the mouth, okay? So when you're ready, close the mouth, sit up nice and tall, inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. Letting go of the stress, trying to align with what we know is true. Going back to simplicity. Just being in the present moment. Let's do it again. Inhale through the nose. And open mouth, exhale. And on this last one, before you take that breath, I want you to think about just something you might need to let go of in this next few minutes, in this next hour. This is about educating yourself and finding this moment that you can take with you for many days to come. So whatever you feel like you need to let go of, let's take a breath in together through the nose. And then open mouth, exhale. And I just invite you just to take a moment of silence and notice how that makes you feel. Good, and when you're ready, you can turn that left palm down, put a smile to your face, open your eyes. Just that right there can shift your mood big time, okay? So I'm gonna teach you some yoga breath. So normally we breathe very shallow. This is like a, that's how we breathe when we're stressed. Well, that's not helping us. I breathe like that forever, and I finally learned how to kind of breathe. So I say, let's put our hands here. And this is a great way to connect to yourself. And this is a moment where you can say, I trust you. No, I trust you. So if your fingers are spread and middle fingers are together, what we're gonna do is close the mouth, sit up nice and tall. You can feel free to lower the eyes or close the eyes or look at me, whatever feels comfortable for you. And I want you to imagine the breath coming in through the nose, coming all the way down into the belly. The belly fills up like a balloon and the middle fingers are gonna slightly separate. You're gonna feel that breath all in through the ribs, all in through the chest. And then you're gonna exhale slowly, like you're fogging up a glass with the breath coming out through the nose, and the middle fingers will come back together. So a deep yoga breath is, breath comes all the way down into the belly, you fill up, and then slowly exhale it like you're trying to fog up glass. Okay, so let's do it a couple more times. Inhaling through the nose, fill up the belly, middle fingers slightly separate. And then slowly exhale. Belly button comes back to spine, ribs contract back. One more, just like that. Inhale. And slowly exhale. Good, and you can bring your hands down. Sit up nice and tall. So it's all about posture. Long spine in your yoga practice, and it takes time to build that strength. Okay, I'm not expecting you to do it overnight, but we're gonna be conscious of it. And when we're moving through our different poses, we're gonna breathe in and out through our nose, and I'll cue you with that, okay? So feet nice and flat to the floor. Let's start to just roll our shoulders around. How's that text neck going on, you guys? And computer work and all those things that we do, even driving. You know, if you just roll those shoulders back a few times already, sometimes we hear like little pops and Rice Krispies and like we call it, snap, crackle, pops in there. Yeah, so if you have any pain in your body, you want to be really careful. So if you have shoulder pain, you want to take it easy and there's nothing. If you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. And settle those shoulders down. Let's take the chin down towards the chest. And you're going to take a big breath in just like you did, inhaling through the nose. Breath comes down into the belly. And then slowly exhaling. And take the right ear to the right shoulder. And you're going to do the same thing, breathing in and out through your nose. Sometimes it's a little louder, snoring type of breath. Really trying to fog up that glass. Tilting the chin back down towards the chest and then rolling over to the other side, and you're going to breathe in and out there. Letting go of the tension in the neck, in the shoulders. Heart month is about the whole body, paying attention to you, and then bring yourself back to center. We're gonna stretch the chin up towards the sky. And this is important because this is a part of us where our speech, this is what an energy center actually, and this is important for our speech and really stretching underneath that chin area. And then bring it back to center. Roll those shoulders around. If you want to move the neck around too, you can do both. You can move around however it feels good. Yeah. Good, add a little smile to the face. Yes, good. And then just relax. Okay, so if you can move in a circle with me, now we're gonna get down into the hips, okay? So you can move the hips. So if you're really close to a table, I would say just sway back and side to side. But if you can move around in a small circle, so you wanna move around a circle one way a few times and then go back the other way, okay? So this is good for your digestion, any kind of circular movement you can do. Remember, if you're at the airport, if you travel, just do this. Everybody will want to join in with you, okay? Or they'll think that you're crazy. It's okay. Good. So moving in a circular motion, good for the back, those muscles in the back, the hips. Kind of feeling like things are loosening up, and then come back to center. Good. Now we're gonna slide back in our chairs just a bit, okay? And then I want you, everybody extend the leg, or you're gonna hit the table if you extend the leg. Okay, yeah, and then point and flex the foot. Okay, so we're pumping that calf muscle, and that's sending that blood up to our heart. Yeah, so if you're sitting a lot, you need to do that. So sometimes I'll write words like joy with my toes. I'll write my name, you know, happy, smiling, whatever is like, oh, I'm sitting here and I'm at work, so just do this, okay? Move your ankle around, point and flex, and just flex and hold for me. You're strengthening that leg muscle. Yeah, and hold. We'll hold for about 5 more minutes. I'm just kidding. Take an inhale breath through the nose. Take an inhale breath through the nose. Slow exhale through the nose. And then set it all the way down. Do you feel that? A little bit, and then maybe massage it out. If the legs are really tight, give it a little massage, okay? Yeah, sometimes there might be a pinch. Don't have aim. There should be no pain when you're doing your yoga practice. Okay, so let's take the left foot up and just kind of point and flex back and forth. Yeah. Did everybody have a good day? Mm-hmm. I'm glad that you're here. I'm glad that you're here. Yeah, make a little circle. Okay, pop some little clicks in there, I feel it. And then flex, and let's hold, sit up nice and tall, relax the shoulders. Let's tilt that chin down slightly, long spine. Inhale through the nose. And then slowly exhale through the nose. And just hold it here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax it all the way down. If you need to give it a massage, walk it on down the leg. Strengthening the knees that way too. So then you slide back out to the edge of your chair. And see if you can just drop the legs in and out. I know we don't have a lot of room, but you're gonna pivot around. Everything's clinking and clanging, and yeah. Yeah. So good for the inner thighs and the outer thighs, those piriformis muscles. Oh, those get so tight. They really do. You're helping your feet as you rotate left and right. Good. Okay, and then slide on back to the middle-ish part of your chair. And then take your arms out here. Notice your shoulders. How's the shoulders feeling today? If they're feeling like, it's hurting, you can just use one arm. You can keep your arms a little closer to your body. It's up to you, okay? So working on arm strength, and fingers are important too, so spread those fingers. Okay, we need to stretch those fingers apart. Give me a nice big smile and a breath. Inhale and exhale. Take it up a little higher towards the sky. Stretch on up, and we're gonna reach like we're grabbing for a rope. So just reach and reach and reach. Can you get me in there, Jen? Can you get me? Yeah, just stretch, reach. So ribs and hips, we wanna have some space in there. That's what we need. And then just pause in the center, spread those fingers, relax those shoulders, all those 10,000 details. And then think about, can you look up? Lift the heart, inhale breath. And then the palms come down into the heart center. Good, close the eyes or soften the eyes. Take an inhale breath here, in through the nose. And exhale through the nose. Inhale the arms out, eyes are open. shoulder height apart, I'm gonna say it, and then inhale, hands a little higher. Good, eyes look up, heart lifts, little arch in the back, inhale. And then exhale, palms come together down into the heart space. And notice my fingers are spread as I'm here, okay? This is like my reminder to be a light into the world and to have that sunshine within me. And then just bring your hands at your sides. This is called seated mountain pose, okay? You can just, it's like a way of just receiving the moment. Feet are flat on the floor, body's relaxed, face is soft. And see if you can take 1 or 2 big breaths in, just like we did. Fogging up that glass on the exhale. And then 1 more. Good, and then open the eyes, bring the hands to the legs. So I'm actually gonna pass around the second essential oil. This is Arise. So this one is gonna be standing. If you can stand tonight, great. If you feel like you need to stay seated, that's okay too. So I know we're tight with space, but if you can stand up with me, come on and stand up with me, and see if you can maybe even, like, how can we do this? Push the chair in. Can you push the chair in and just stand behind it? Maybe. Let's see if that's possible. Maybe. Okay, and this is Arise. This is our, this guy called this like sunshine in a bottle. This smells so good to me. And we use this if you're in yoga practice in the middle of your practice or in the middle part of your day, okay? So let me just share with you what's in there. Hold on, there's like a lot of oils. I can't remember them all. We have lemon, grapefruit, Siberian fir, osmanthus, and melissa. It's got a rich floral and bright scent. I call it sunshine in a bottle. This one is for I see you, okay? Like I see you, I see you. Okay, so you're gonna, where are you gonna put it, right? That helps. This time you're gonna put it on the right hand, okay? So just rub it on the right hand and then rub your hands together and inhale the scent. So I know you have a line on one side and you're gonna put Arise on the other, okay? And just rub your hands together and then just cup them over your face. Doesn't that smell nice? Yeah. And then once you get that oil and you have a moment to breathe it in, you're gonna stand with your feet hip width apart and the toes are kind of pointing forward here. And then you're gonna stand in mountain pose, okay? Now the hands are at our sides here, spreading your fingers, good. And then just stand here. Now the weight is gonna be in the heels, so we're gonna just slightly lean back, because when we walk and everyday stuff, we're gonna start to round our back forward, and we wanna resist that gravity. We wanna be pulling back right here. Okay, some more details. So when you're standing in the kitchen or in your bathroom, you can stand just like this, maybe not with the hands so much, but with the legs. You're gonna pull up those kneecaps and engage the legs, okay? Kind of feel that strength in your legs. Okay, here's another detail. You're gonna imagine that the hips and the ribs are moving towards each other and that tailbone is looking at the floor, so that engages the tummy, okay? So just standing like this, you're doing a lot, okay? And then try to breathe in and out through your nose just like we did. It's a little different when you're standing. Inhale through the nose, through the belly, the ribs, and the chest, and exhale through the nose, from the chest, the ribs, and the belly button to the spine. Do one more. His yoga is all about the breath. Settling down, and then slowly exhale. Good, now send those hands up all the way just like you did. Good, reach up. Can you look up? This becomes more of a balance this way. And I also call this more of my victory pose. If you can't look up, it's okay. Keep the eye center at the floor. Inhale here, palms together down into the heart space. The chin comes down towards the chest. And then the hands at our sides. Okay, we're gonna do that 2 more times. So inhale, hands lift up. Eyes might lift up too. Exhale, palms come together, chin comes down to the heart. And then hands at our sides. 1 more time, inhale, maybe with a smile, kind of feeling lighter, rising up to who you are as a person, and then bringing your hands down towards the heart, chin comes down towards the chest, and then hands at our sides. Good, drop the right ear to the right shoulder now and see how that feels. Do you feel a little different? Hopefully it doesn't feel so tight. Chin comes down towards the chest and right on over to the other side. Yeah. Good, and then back to center. Now see if you can heel toe out a little further. Your stance becomes wider. How are we doing on time? I want to make sure. Oh yeah, we got lots of time. You guys want to stay here with me all night, right? Okay. Good. If you feel like you need to sit down at any time, you know you sure can. Okay, this is becoming our star pose. So bring the hands near the shoulders, kind of just pulling open the heart right here, okay? Engage the legs. See if you can take it a little further out to the side. So this is more of our star pose here. Notice the strength that's happening here. Good. Inhale right here. See if we can tilt to the right. So maybe tilt, watch the wall, watch your neighbor, see about saying good morning, good evening, hello to them, and then bring it back to center, and then all the way over to the other side. So this is what I've been doing in my classes, remembering that we are a star just the way we are, bringing your body back up, and then dropping it over to the right, good. Bringing it back up, and then dropping it over to the left. And why do you want to keep your arms more apart this way? This strengthens the arms, those triceps, for all that serving that we have to do in our life and all those people that want to put demands on us and we have to do thousands of things every single day. This is also a way to represent that you will rise up to who you are as a person and everything that you do. And then it's a way to just feel like I'm just a star and I can do anything, right? Inhale here, and then bring the hands towards the heart. Good. We don't have a lot of space, but I'm just going to demo something for you, and you might be able to try it, and let's see how far we get. Okay, so if you can't do this here, you can always go home and try it at home. So I do a downward facing dog from the back of my chair, and the way that I do that is my hands are going to be on the back of my chair, or your sink, or your counter at home, and then you can back your feet up, 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 and then just give yourself a nice big stretch this way. You're going to stretch all the way through the arms, down through the hips, and down through the legs. If you can't go that far, maybe your stretch is here. That's where mine was for a long time. But if you, maybe you can take it a little further, a little further, a little further. If you're using a chair, sometimes we can even bring our hands to the seat of our chair. And then eventually, maybe we might even forward fold, bringing one or both hands to the floor. Bend the knees, and then we bring ourselves back up. Did anybody, were you guys able to do that? Okay, and you know what? And if you're sitting, how do you do it if you're sitting? You would just stretch forward and just reach for the table. Yeah, and just stretch that way. You can bring your hands right down on that table. Yeah, just right, just like that. Yeah. So you guys want to try it even just a little bit? Even if you can't go far, you're going to get your down dog in, okay? So maybe you just step back one step. Maybe you step back about 4 or 5 steps, put your butt in somebody else's table. Okay, and take a big breath in and see if you feel that stretch. Maybe through the arms, maybe through the legs, maybe you do. Yeah, see, just like that. You can use that table, there you go. And wherever you are, can you drop a hand off of that chair and just let it dangle? Stretch it out. So good for the back, and then just switch. Yep, switch and take that left arm, dangle it. Good, and then bend your knees and just roll yourself all the way back up, okay? And then we're gonna stand back up nice and tall. You got mountain pose. Remember mountain pose? Weights in the heels, legs are engaged. Big smile to the face. You can pick it back up again, that's okay. Good, take a moment. Okay, one last detail. Even if you're in shoes, socks, barefoot, whatever, spread your toes. Okay, your toes a little spread. Energy is locked in there. Those feet need some love and attention too. Good. And then we'll have a seat back down into that chair. Okay, come back down to that chair. Good. What do you guys think about that arise? Nice. Really nice, right? Like that. I like it too. Okay. So because of space, I'm going to have to get creative here with what we can do. I want to, let's see. Let's do an easy twist. I think we can do that in the chair with the space we've been given. Did you hear my feet? It popped, huh? I'm very crackly. Okay, so hands on the legs. Nice and tall we sit. Okay. And you're gonna look over to the right, okay? Just look on over to the right. Come back to center and look over to the left. Good, and back to center. Notice which sides of the neck feels tight. One side always feels tighter than the other, okay? We're gonna use that yoga breath and just do it again. So inhale, center, and then twist to the left. Actually, I'm the other way. Sorry.
She said left.
I actually went left. I was supposed to go the other way. Good. And then see if you can take it a little deeper, like maybe slide the right hand up towards that hip area and the left hand closer. Did I say that right? Or am I totally off now? And just twist around wherever you are. Just twist around and just notice how you feel. Like you're trying to look back behind you, you got traffic behind you, you're not gonna use your lights through the side mirrors, you're gonna actually turn around and look behind you and then bring yourself back to center, okay? And then do the other side. So inhale, center, and then just twist around, okay? You're gonna just be the face moving, it can be a little twist through the upper body, you might feel it through those shoulders and the hip. While you're in your twist, hold it right there, and you're gonna take a big breath in, okay? And then bring it back to center. Okay, inhale, center. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist out to the right. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, center. And twist out to the left. Pull those shoulders back too. Good, and back to center. Okay, slide forward with your feet flat to the floor, out to the edge of your chair. See if you can lean into your feet, spreading your toes, even if you're in socks or shoes, whatever it is. And then see if you can bring your hands out alongside you. We call this airplane, okay? You're working the triceps there, pulling the shoulder blades back together, and that's opening up the heart. Remember, heart health right here, circulation. Inhale. And then swing those arms up, watch the table, and bring it back up. Good. Hands down at the heart. One more time. Arms out, airplane arms. Watch that table. Leaning forward into the feet. Spread those toes. And then swinging those arms forward and all the way up. We're going to add on, okay? If you want with me, palms together down into the heart. Airplane arms leaning forward. Can you pick up a right foot? Up off the floor, pressing down through the left. Inhale and exhale. Right foot comes down, left foot comes up. Good, and down. Move those arms out, shoulder height in front of you. Lean back, lift your heart, work those abs. Give me a smile. Inhale, breath. Good, and then lift those hands all the way up. And then hands at our heart center. Does that feel good? Does that feel good? Okay, we're gonna do that one more time all the way through. If you don't like it, anything, take it out. Just don't do it, okay? So let's just link our breath with our movement. Here we go. Inhale through the center. Exhale, airplane arms, leaning forward. Spread those fingers, press into the toes. Inhale, right foot comes up. And down. Left foot comes up. Good, and down. Swing those arms out, shoulder height, lean back, lift your heart. Good, inhale, hands up high, and then hands all the way down. Good job, and there's so many different things that you can do. So say like you're leaning back like this, you can even lift a leg, you can lift both legs, that works the core. There's so many different things you can do with that, okay? So let's just roll those wrists around for a moment. Yeah. Perfect, perfect. Open and close those hands. Yeah. Let's stretch those hands. So stretch the right arm out, maybe pull back those fingers. Oh. That's good. Don't forget that thumb. That thumb gets ignored, so give that thumb a little love too. And then flip the palm down and then stretch through the forearm. I'm gonna put you guys to sleep in here. I've got a little affirmation and some chocolate to send you home with, okay? And then open and close that hand. You know those jars that you try to open and they're too hard? Yeah. Yeah, the arthritis wants to get in there. Yeah, texting fingers and all that, okay? And then do the left hand. Yeah, open it up. And then stretch it out and pull those fingers back. Thanks you guys for being here tonight. We love doTerra, we love yoga too, right? Don't forget the thumb. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so grateful. And then flip those palms down. This is what I love, absolutely love it. And so when you think about doing a little yoga in your chair and doing your doTerra, you guys we're gonna be powerhouses. We're gonna be so healthy. Right, and then just open and close that hand. Good deal. Okay, so slide all the way back in your chair. This is where you can just take a moment to just rest, okay? Maybe you want to move those feet around again. Maybe you need to wiggle around. Okay, so now I'm going to offer Anchor, okay? So Anchor essential oil is going to go on the wrist, right here on the wrist. And the reason why I decided, to put it just mainly on the hands and the oils on the wrist and on the hands tonight is because those oils are going to travel up to that heart space and you're going to just feel a difference. Do you feel a difference at all from just coming in, using that Align essential oil, letting that chaos go, and then rising up to who you are, and then we're going to anchor it down, okay? So Anchor is more got that cinnamony type of smell to me. I like that. And the wrist is a safe place to apply it. Either one, yeah, it's either one, either wrist. Let me share with you. So Anchor is our steadying blend. This has lavender, cedarwood, black pepper, cinnamon, sandalwood, and patchouli and frankincense. Very calming, grounding. You can use it so like if you do moments of meditation throughout your day, or you take even a moment of breath, you can use this before you take some time to meditate, in your breathing moments, even in your quiet rest before you go to bed. If you diffuse any of the oils, because they come in this, like 5 milliliters, and I had to buy them when I initially bought them. They were in the full set, but now you can buy them individually. But they do have fractionated coconut oil in them. So just be careful if you're gonna diffuse them. You can, but just make sure to clean your diffuser really well because it will get clogged, okay? You have to make sure to take really good care of your diffuser if you're gonna use it in there. Okay, so this one was, so we did I Trust, I Rise, and this other one is I Love You. Do you guys tell yourself, I love you? No. Not usually, right? I love you, Danette. I mean, But we're going to do that tonight. It's important because we have to remember that we have to love ourselves mentally, physically, and spiritually. We have to do that. Okay. So I'm going to walk you through a breathing technique. What do you guys think about that? You like that smell? It smells good, huh? I did have one lady, she told me that it was very kind of sensitive to her wrist. So it just felt a little sensitive.
Did it have cinnamon in it?
It did. It does have cinnamon. Yes. Yeah. So if you ever have sensitivity to any of the oils, you want to use a carrier oil and just take it right off. Okay, that fractionated coconut oil. Thank you very much, Jen. Okay. So this one keeps you anchored and rooted in your highest self. So use during moments when you just need a moment to breathe. Anchor down your system. Try to find a moment to relax. If you're on your lunch hour, take a moment. You can do 1 minute of breathing and you're on your way. Okay, so I want you just to sit back in your chair. Your eyes can be softly opened or closed, whatever you want to do. Okay, we're going to take a cleansing breath just like we did earlier. So you relax into your chair, close the mouth, inhale through the nose, and open mouth, exhale. Coming down, notice the energy in your body, notice the vibration, the energy around the people that are around you, in front of you, behind you. And do it again, inhale through the nose, and open mouth, exhale. helps to relieve that tension, that stress, anxiety, worry. And if you'd like to do it one more time with me, inhale. Good, and slowly exhale. Good. And we're actually going to just bring our hands to our heart space. So it can be over on top of your heart or just in the middle of your heart area. I just want you to silently share to yourself, I love you. Just silently, I love you. I love you. Like, you're so cool. You're so awesome. I love you. Yoga helps us to have greater compassion for ourselves and the world around us. doTerra helps us to have greater compassion for ourselves and the world around us. We want to be able to give back. We have to take care of ourselves as a whole person, mind, body, and spirit, to be able to give to others for a long time to come. You can bring your hands down to your lap. Palms can be down or up, or even one palm down, one palm up. Walk you through this breathing technique, nice and easy. Notice where you're holding on, through your shoulders, through your belly. Just let it all relax. And when you have a moment to get quiet, that's when the mind kicks on the chatter. Just bring it back to your breath. Just slowly inhale and exhale. So if you focus on the word breathe, B-R-E-A-T-H-E, breathe. I'm going to give you a little meditation breathing technique that you can do just to remember it, okay? So thinking of that word breathe, and it's a reminder to breathe regularly, evenly, and through the heart every day. That's what breathe means. Breathe regularly, evenly, and through the heart every day. Say it silently to yourself. Breathe regularly, evenly, and through the heart every day. Quick moment of silence. We'll bring our hands to our heart. Remember to spread those fingers like rays of sunshine. And if you can kind of just scoot back out maybe to the middle or the edge of your chair. This is where we come to close our yoga practice together. And the way that we do that is a word called namaste. And namaste means the light in me salutes the light in you. So I want you to take a big breath in with me. A little bow forward as we honor head to heart, mind, and body. The light in me salutes the light in you. Namaste. 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 There you guys go. Good. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. How are we doing on time? Oh, yeah, we did really well. Comments, questions?
Do you have handouts?
I don't know. I've got this little brave handout, but you can write down the word. It's actually not a handout, it's just my little piece of paper. But I brought it with me. If anybody wants to take a picture of it or check it out. And if you want my information, you can find me on social media. If you're on social media, I'm on Instagram and Facebook under Danette Lamee. And if you want to email me or if you have any questions, it's just danettelamee@yahoo.com or Gmail. I have both of those, okay? Does anybody need the spelling of my name?
Yes.
Last name?
Yeah, the first name is Danette, D-A-N-E-T-T-E. Yeah, last name is Lamee, L-A-M-E-E. And it's at Yahoo or Gmail. Yeah. Okay?
Danette, can I say something?
Yes, ma'am, go ahead.
I haven't done yoga in years because I found it very stressful to try and focus on the teacher. I can't understand what they're saying. But I've been taking Danette's yoga for over 2 weeks and it's been life-changing. I am so much more relaxed. I was trying to put together a class last night on my computer and I'm like, I don't know why, I'm just gonna do my best and it'll be fine. I mean, I just didn't freak out. So thank you.
Proud
Danette.
of you.
Thank you,
That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
I really
You know,
is.
People near me, I feel almost feel asleep.
Yeah, honestly, her classes are amazing. I'll tell you that. That's what it was right on.
It's so nice to be able to share. I'm a high stress person. And I got 3 boys. And so my life is wild and crazy. I need doTerra and I need yoga, like that, all the time. And I can't always get a full hour in, but if you can take 1 minute of breath, just breathing, B-R-E-A-T-H-E, and just do that over and over, you're gonna change the way you feel. And maybe you take 5 minutes, or maybe you can go through a whole yoga class, you know? There's a lot of different things. Stop into Old Town. You can take a class. It's a wonderful, fun studio with a ton of different classes for all ages, all stages, and everybody is welcome. Old Town Yoga, actually there's 2 locations. So I'm at the Clovis location, and that's on 3rd and Clovis Avenue. The other one is Marks and Herndon. So it's further down on the other side of Herndon, yeah. No, Marks and Herndon, yeah, I'm like thinking that's right. Okay, so in this container, I have a chocolate and an affirmation I want you to take with you. And you can take it with you and put it in your car, put it on your refrigerator, and that'll be your little breathing affirmation. And now, whatever one you pick, that was meant for you. I believe that, okay? I put a little blessing on there and send it on your way. I think that's it, you guys. Anything else you need? Thank you. Thank you all so much. Have a blessed evening. If you have any comments or questions or you need me, have yoga oils, like information, I'm here for you, okay? Bye.